Go to First Alert Weather, keeping an eye on a cold front that is expected this weekend. McKenna, two things. How cold are we talking? And at the same time, I'm curious how warm we got today, because I think for the first time in a week or more, my air conditioner kicked on finally.
Yeah, I had to turn mine on as well. Low 80s is where we topped out today, and that's where we'll be as we get through the end of this week and through the first half of the weekend. Back half of the weekend, we do see quite the cool down. In fact, let's take a look at today's almanac. An official high of 81 degrees at DFW. Normal is 70, so we were 11 degrees above normal. Our morning low came in at 58 degrees when normal is 50. We've been rain-free most of the month, and that will continue through at least the 7-day stretch and really through the middle of next week at least. Here's where we sit currently. 71 degrees. Those dew points are rising a little bit. We are in the 50s currently. Keep in mind our winds. We've been a little bit breezy with those winds out of the southeast, so that's pumping some Gulf moisture our way, and as a result, the dew points are rising a bit. It's still comfortable outside. We're not dealing with that dry, staticky feel that we've had the last several days, with dew points in the 30s some days and in the 40s. Now, we do have that strong cold front on the way. It doesn't have any impacts on us as we get through tomorrow, though. Tomorrow morning, we start the day off in the upper 50s and low 60s across most of the region. Couple of cooler spots, places like Graham, still starting off, though, right at that 50-degree mark. We get through tomorrow afternoon, and here's how things look. Temperatures warm to the middle 70s. By lunchtime, we head to the lower 80s once again tomorrow afternoon. Here's where the changes start to arrive. We have a series of cold fronts that move through this weekend. The first one is Friday. This is a fairly weak cold front. You'll hardly notice the impact on our temperatures. Really just Saturday morning we'll start off a little bit cooler. Notice it's a dry front for us. Not quite the case, though, for the Mississippi and Ohio River valleys. That sweeps through, and then there's that quick cold front behind it. Watch what this does for the eastern half of the country. This trough dips in, and really anywhere along and east of the Mississippi River, you are looking at the potential for snowfall and much cooler temperatures. We're right here. We'll still see quite the cool down, but not like they'll see just off to the east of us. Our temperatures will still take about a 20-degree drop as we get into the upcoming weekend. In fact, take a look at this 7-day forecast. Notice temperatures in the lower 80s as we get through the start of the weekend, and then I'll get you to look at your 7-day forecast in just a second here, but we do have temperatures in the lower 80s as we get through the upcoming weekend. There we go. And then we dip back to the low 60s as we get into Sunday. There's that near 20-degree drop in temps. We head into the start of next week, and here's the morning I want to make sure you're keeping an eye on. Monday morning, notice here in the Metroplex, temperatures starting off in the 30s. This would be the coldest air that we have seen since mid-March. We will be talking some spots in the Metroplex getting close to that freezing mark for the first time. So it's a day we're going to keep a close eye on, but that's our cool down before we start to warm back up middle of next week.